Hello everyone, this is Purushottam Vishwakarma, and today I am back with the summary of the last lesson, class 12th, Flamingo. In this video, we'll discuss the summary in just 11 points. But before that, I would like to tell you something about the last lesson. The last lesson is written by Alphonse Daudet, who was born in Nimes, France in 1840. Initially, he was a school teacher, further, he took to writing. And the story is set in the year 1870 to 71 when there was Franco Prussian War. So 1870 and 71. The main characters in the story are Franz and M. Hamel. Two main characters are here. Franz, a school going boy who doesn't like to go to school, who hates his language teacher, French language teacher M. Hamel. And M. Hamel is the teacher who has given his past 40 years to teaching. Now let's begin the summary. The very first point that we have, as I have told you, we'll talk only 11 points in the story. The narrator Franz unwillingly moves to school. Who is the narrator of the story? Franz. Franz, who doesn't like to go to school, moves to school unwillingly. He got up late that day. Reluctantly, he goes to school. Why doesn't he like to go to school? Because he was afraid of M. Hamel. M. Hamel had given him homework to recite, to learn the rules of participles. And he did not know anything about rules for participles. That is why he did not like to go to school. Next, he passed the bulletin board and saw there was a crowd. When he passed the bulletin board while he was on his way to school, he passed the bulletin board. Bulletin board, a notice board was there which had given them all the bad news related to war, related to commandments, and many other such things. Because they were defeated, France was defeated, and two districts of France, Alsace and Lorraine, were given to Prussian hands. There he saw a crowd. What did he notice there? There was crowd. People were gathered over there and reading the news that was recently pasted on the notice board. There he was interrupted by Watcher, blacksmith Watcher. Now he reaches his school. That day, school was unusual. The third sentence, unusual classroom that day, and M. Hamel behaved kindly. So, what did he notice there? The school was unusual that day. There he notices school was unusual that day, and M. Hamel behaved kindly. Usually, when school began, there was a great hustle and bustle. There was a lot of commotion, and that could be heard from the streets, out in the street. Children reciting their lessons in unison, and Mr. Hamel rapping his ruler on the desk on the table. He thought to enter the classroom, which was silent. He was blushed, he was ashamed. But M. Hamel did not scold him that day. He behaved very kindly towards friends. M. Hamel was in his best attire. M. Hamel, that day, M. Hamel was wearing his best clothes. He was in his best attire. What was he wearing? His frilled shirt and the little black silk cap, all embroidered, that he wore only on inspection or prize distribution days. So he was wearing that special dress that day. It seemed that it was very special day, and he was surprised to see the villagers. There were villagers sitting at the back benches. He was surprised, he was shocked to see there were villagers sitting at the back benches. There was old Hauser who was there with his three cornered hat and with his primer. M. Hamel announced that it was their last lesson in French. When French seated himself, M. Hamel announced that it was their last lesson in French. They were going to get their last lesson in French language. These words were thunderclap for French. Now he began to wonder why he did not care French language. Why he did not learn French language. They were sorry for neglecting their language. All those who were present in the classroom, the teacher, the students, the villagers who were their old house, former mayor, all those were regretting for neglecting their language. They were sorry for that. M. Hamel called friends to recite the rules on participles. As I have told you, this was the day when M. Hamel had given to recite friends the rules on participles. So he was not prepared, although it was his turn to recite. M. Hamel called friends to recite the rules on participles. He could not recite. He was sorry. He tried his best, but he could not recite. That day, M. Hamel did not scold him. Usually, M. Hamel scolded him. But that day, M. Hamel did not scold friends. M. Hamel did not scold him for not learning. Rather, he regretted that all of them were responsible for this situation. That day, when Franz was not able to recite his lesson, M. Hamel did not scold him. Rather, he regretted that all of them were responsible. The parents of the children, he himself was responsible for all this situation because he did not pay attention to teaching. M. Hamel says that French is the best language in the world. Further, M. Hamel calls French is the best language in the world. He says French language is the best language in the world because it was their mother tongue. M. Hamel taught grammar, then writing, and at the end history while the baby chanted alphabet. After saying many things regarding their last lesson, M. Hamel taught grammar. The very first thing that day he taught was grammar. Then writing. For writing, they were provided new copies which were written in beautiful round hand. On the cover, it was written France, Alsace. And they looked like little flags floating everywhere in the school room. Those copies were looking like little flags on the desks. Then we had writing lesson. At the end, he taught history while the baby chanted alphabet. What was the alphabet for them? Ba, baby, bo, boo. This was the alphabet for recital. When the church clock struck 12, now it was the ending time. When the church clock struck 12, M. Hamel stood up and with a heavy heart wrote, Vive la France. When it was the ending time, when the church clock struck 12, there was the time for Angelus, a Christian devotion prayer. At the same moment, The trumpets of the Prussians returning from drill from their exercises was heard by them. Then, with a heavy heart, Am Hamel said, "My friends," but he could not speak. He was so sorry. With a heavy heart, he wrote as big as he could. What did he write? Vive la France. Long live France. That means long live France. He made a gesture that meant school is dismissed. They may go. In this way, the story ends.